Hello, living in Boulder vlog for April 6, 2019 on Saturday, 4:23 a.m. So, I think I did my last vlog around this time. I'm working on the same exact thing. I finished tracing the routes to the tops of all the mountains that I had, but then I found others, new ones. So this could go on forever. There could be a zillion of them, but it's fascinating to Google Earth is such high quality. I feel like I'm actually there on the mountain. I'm I'm teleporting there and like learning all the mountains in Colorado, looking at them like they're living organisms. And they're beautiful to look at. They all look different. They all have their own personality, their own vibe. Yeah, and there sure are a lot of them. Yeah, and even the ranges too. Ranges have their own little. It's like a mountain, and then within the ranges, each of the mountains are individual, distinct. So, but I'm doing two things and maybe using equal time on both of them. I'm attaching. I'm copying quotes and putting them on images that are color correspondent to the different books that I have. I have 10 colors with dark golden word letters, and doing that all day today with Diogenes. Lives of eminent Greek philosophers. There's like 30 or something of them, and divided up into like 5 different types. And I'm going in and I'm listening to it, having the computer read it to me, and then when I get to something interesting, I copy and paste that on an image to put it along the sides of my book, along the side columns, to have it completely full. Diogenes is like 650 pages or something, so if I can fill up Diogenes, I can see what it looks like on the internet. I also have to, though, it's not just the images of the quotes, it's also the images, the Google Earth images of the towns that they come from. I want to put that on the side too, so I can't overfill it. I don't want to overfill it too much because I need to reserve room for the Google Earth. Maybe I'll collect that now. Maybe that's what I'll do. But I don't have to Google Earth everything, as long as something's mentioned once. And he mentions the same town a lot of times like Megara. So, but that project of collecting the quotes, I'm doing Plato now, which is like 60 pages worth. It's a really fascinating process because I'm learning in a way that more than I ever have. It's like a quantum leap in learning it because, I'm usually I'm just auditorily learning, but now visually learning it, making lists, and it's like I'm memorizing it all. Plato has got, and like a lot of these Greek philosophers are very humorous, cynically humorous, and they're all different types of them. But Plato is brilliant. Divides everything up into different divisions. So that's what I'm putting on the side of Plato, and I'm, finally like really learning Plato. So yeah, I'm basically working on the same thing. I went over to my mom's house yesterday and helped her rake. And then I came home and then I went out again for other errands. I got like a TV stand for my other computer, so now I have 2 TV stands. So I look over here at this TV computer, look over at that computer. In the middle, there's my TV. So my neck doesn't have to crick. If I'm looking too much like that, my neck hurts. So then I'll just look at that one and it evens it out. So, and I think it's healthy to lay in a bed like this all the time. I was starting to go downhill quick when I was sitting. Before I got the TV, I started working on my head all the time, bed all the time. My ass got sore. I developed this knot on my butt from sitting so much, and it was like really bad. I could feel it reverberating all the way down my leg. But I don't have that anymore now because it's like, laying on a bed of nails, I'm perfectly evened out. My legs hurt sometimes, so I just cross my legs again. And then, when I really start to get stir crazy, I'll get up and go to the kitchen and get something to eat or whatever. So, yeah, I went over and got that, and then I got some crickets. I hadn't done that for like a couple weeks. They lasted for a while. And some worms for my geckos. They were happy, and then I got a Subway. So yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning now. I'm going to go to sleep, because I'm burnt out on the work, and then I'll get up, and it's probably the same old thing for a long time. I've stepped in a big old pile of it now, trying to add all those images to all the books, and then collect all those mountains. I just went deep. But whatever, I have the time, so it's still the work ethic. So just be ambitious. I am worried. I'm not going to say poached. I am worried that somebody's going to pop up out of nowhere and be like, hey, look at my Google Earth of Rome. Because it's going to literally be that long until I'm done with it, and the world is coming forward real quick. People are going to get interested in stuff, or the Google Earth of Boulder or whatever. So, it's a disadvantage of trying to do everything at once, is that you really start running a risk of taking too long and making yourself obsolete because other people are going to step in and do it. There's a limited time frame that I have. And it wouldn't be worth it to me if somebody else does it. The only reason I do anything in my life, academically, is because it's original. Nobody else has done it. So it kind of takes the wind out of my sails if it doesn't. So I'll just keep working. That's all I can do. I'm glad that I don't get too many hits and comments on my website when I talk about it, because that means people aren't really getting it, or they're kind of letting me take my time. But I get like 2,000 different people a day on my website, and it's like 500 people a day or whatever. A huge chunk of that, a fourth or a fifth of that, it seems like, are from freaking San Francisco, greater metropolitan area, and that's where all the computer nerds are. So I just kind of hope that they'll kind of stay in the background until I'm done, Respectfully let me finish my job. But we'll see, whatever, it's no biggie. It's so fascinating listening to these philosophers on Plato. I'm really learning it. But I think I talked long enough, so peace out. Talk tomorrow.